On today's show, anybody can name any Magic the Gathering card. So if there's a card you ever wanted to share on the show, but you know what? There wasn't really a show topic that fit it, maybe today's the day. We're going to start with Meme Brewley's Calming Verse. Need enchantment removal I've started using in my Gore Muldruk EDH deck. This is a 4-mana sorcery. Destroy all enchantments you don't control. Oh, so this is like the green Cyclonic Rift for enchantments. Then if you control an untapped land, destroy all enchantments you control. That is the easiest thing to do. So actually this card got up. If you control an untapped land, well, okay, so like I guess this was created in a world of mana burn, but actually tapping your lands in order to protect all your enchantments. That sounds good on me. It sounds like a good deal. Corbinek with Soulless One. How soulless. The most metal-looking art in Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. Are you a metal fan, huh? Soulless One is a 4-mana star zombie avatar, and Soulless One's power and toughness are each equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield, plus the number of zombie cards in all graveyards. How many zombies are there like this? This is like, okay, oh, actually, no, this one's a different one. This is a zombie card that actually changes based on zombies in play and out of play in the graveyard at the same time. A lot of people seem to be very confused on the show. This should be the least confusing show of all time. So just any card? Yes, any card. No Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No Riftbound. No Pokemon. Don't take that stuff here. You take it out of here. Dressaro with Ziatora? The Incinerator. My favorite commander at the moment. Oh yeah, this is your MVP, huh? 6 mana for a 6/6 demon dragon flying at the beginning of your end step. You may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Ziatora the Incinerator deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. That's money. That's money you can take to the bank. It's not really a bank in this game. The bank, the real bank in this game is your bank account. Rakdos with the Chains of Mephistopheles. Why? You could name any card. You know, this is almost like a psychology test. This says something about the person. It even says something even more when they super chat this card onto the show. Chains of Mephistopheles, the 2-mana enchantment. The original anti-card draw card. If a player would draw a card, except the first one he or she draws in his or her draw step each turn, that player discards a card instead. If a player draws a card this way, he or she draws a card. If that player doesn't discard a card this way, he or she puts the top card of his or her library into the graveyard. If you're to draw cards, discard. If you can't discard, start milling. Big start milling. The original flowchart card. Next. Corbinek has a job. I got a new job! Congratulations! After getting let go from an old one, got a sweet pay increase to excellent. We always like new jobs. We also like new pay. Benny's with corrupted conscience? What is this? That one has been a last-minute game winner for me in Modern. Really? 5 mana aura, enchant creature you control. Oh, you control enchanted creature. Oh, and the creature has infect. That is quite incredible. Who are you playing against this? I mean, there's a lot of big creatures out there. You can steal somebody's Emrakul. That'd be hilarious. No, that won't work, actually. They'll see this card in your hand first. Then they'll, I don't know, just put on your own creature. Unless you have no creatures. Then they're screwed. Okay, next up. We got a Blackbird with Methodic Ultimus. Okay, I'll accept alchemy cards. People want alchemy cards? Show me your alchemy cards. In fact, I've like not a goddamn clue what goes on in this format. It might as well be a completely different card game. This is a 9-mana 8/8 Ooze Giant. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. There's like a lot of cards like that out there. Trample. When Mitotic Ultimus dies, conjure 2 cards named Mitotic Slime onto the battlefield. What's Mitotic Slime? Big Slime! Also known as the Mitotic Slime. When this creature dies, create 2/2/2 green Ooze creature tokens. When this token dies, create 2/1/1 green Ooze creature tokens. And this is a 4/4 by itself. It keeps... It's Inception. We must go deeper. Must go deeper into the slime. The slime deep. Are unset cards on the table? Absolutely. You get 100%. You can play. You can give me unset cards. We're gonna put like, I don't want to go as far as to say if it was designed by Wizards of the Coast. If it was designed by Wizards of the Coast and is technically some form of Magic card, it's gonna be fair game. Okay, we got a super chat here from Phil Go. Thank you very much, Phil Go, for your super chat. Amulet of Quaz. We love this card or something? Oh, it's an anti card. It's not legal anywhere. It's banned everywhere. You got to rule 0 it in. If anyone is still playing with anti in 2026, let me know. It must feel so bad to play anti, especially in Commander. But then in Commander, it's high stakes because everyone's got an anti. Everyone's got to pony up a card. Amulet of Quaz, 6 mana artifact. Remove this card from your deck before playing. If you're not playing for anti, tap, sack the artifact. Target opponent may anti the top card of their library. If they don't, you flip a coin. If you win the flip, that player loses the game. If you lose the flip, you lose the game. Activate only during your upkeep. This actually seems like a pretty decent win condition. It's still expensive for a win condition because I imagine there are some decks. I can foresee maybe some Krark Clan Ironworks infinite mana loop where you could steal your opponent, like steal your opponent's entire deck. So their best move is just to resign at the first activation of this card. Can only be activated during the upkeep, though. That's really weird. People must really like gambling if they play with anti. You know, you are a Magic player. Do you like to open booster boxes? Do you like to buy random booster packs for the chance of buying for the chance of opening a card that costs like 3 times as much as that booster pack? Except by you opening the booster pack, your odds of getting that card are like 1 in 120, but the odds of getting that card that you need for just 3 times more money is like 100%. Yeah, people. I think people have like a thing for gambling in this game. Beefy Taco, City of Shadows. Corbinick says, so there is a form of ante that some people play at my game store where you can ante your commander? The rule is all commanders cost $5 less. What the hell? I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or are you trying to say you can like pay your... Like you can you mean like you can play your commander for like $5, so you can either pay the mana or you can pay $5 to get the commander onto the battlefield. That is so interesting, and whoever wins the whole pot. So you play your commander less, or maybe you can't cast your commander. You have to pay the $5. I think that's fascinating. City of Shadows, land, tap, exile a creature you control. Put a storage counter on City of Shadows. Tap, add X to your mana pool, where X is the number of storage counters on City of Shadows. I wonder if this was the first storage land. It's on the reserve list, which is sad because there's a lot of... You exile a creature you control to put 1 storage counter on this. That is beyond pathetic. Pretty sure future storage cards were way better than this. Mr. Stiff Pickle says, we used to duel for snacks and sodas when I was in high school. The original currency. Trees Inquiry with Bucknard Everfull Purse. This is a 2-mana artifact. Pay 1, tap, roll a d4, and create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. The player to your right gains control of Bucknard's Everfull Purse. This is a sharing card. Create a number of treasure tokens. Is everyone like... Did they like pickpocket somebody Who's Bucknard's ever full purse? It sounds like they stole something, and now they're like distributing the goods amongst everybody. Good job, team. I can't remember. Did Christopher B, did I give you one yet? Fear of falling down. Fear of falling down. Fear. Does this card exist? Fear of falling. I can't find it. It's not real. Pulling teeth. There we go. Okay, I could find this one. We have a 2-mana sorcery. Clash with an opponent. Ooh. That is like one of the worst mechanics of all time. That aged very badly. I don't know if anyone really clashes these days. If you win, target player discards 2 cards. Otherwise, that player discards a card. And remember, if you want to clash, I believe you're revealing the top card of your deck with the top card of somebody else's deck. Whoever has the highest mana cost, they win. You're a winner. Okay, next. Old boy says, YouTube somehow won't buffer the stream for me. Wishing you a great day. See you on the replay. Indiana Jones with Bosium Strip. Oh, this thing. The 3-mana artifact. Pay 3. Tap until end of turn. If at any time the top card in your graveyard is an instant interrupt or sorcery, you may play that card as though it were in your hand. If you do so, remove the card from the game. It's actually pretty good. That's actually really good. It's like Snapcaster Mage for anybody. The downside, you have to activate this for 3 mana, though. So it's basically... And you have to keep track of graveyard order. That's no fun. Who likes keeping track of graveyard order? Only the greatest of greatest nerds in Magic the Gathering. Kano with Foul Play. That's an unset card. Oh! I thought it was the chicken. Foul Play. This is a 3-mana enchant creature. Enchant creature loses all abilities and a 1/1 creature that counts as a chicken. Was this like the first like aura? This creature loses all abilities and is like a 1/1? I think this is the first. This was way back in when? 1998? This had to have been the first. It's interesting to see how the unsets inspired, like it's like a testing ground for some cards with maybe they're going to want to make real, and they've made like 1 million cards out of this. I don't think we would have cards like Unable to Scream if it wasn't for cards like Foul Play, which enchant creature, they lose all abilities and is like a 0/2. If this could work as a real reprint, it would be terrible. It'd be the worst. We have strictly better cards than this, which are flash speed and 2 mana, and it does basically the same thing. Yeah, just an actual card now. Nothing unusual around here. Jesus, Bag of Holding. Yeah, you be holding that bag. Has become my favorite screw black discard piles and also combos with my Ivory Tower. It's a 1-mana artifact. Ivory Tower. Okay, it's 1-mana artifact. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. For 2 mana tap, draw a card, then discard a card. And for 4 mana tap, sacrifice Bag of Holding. Return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hands. When you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Hold on, how does this work with Ivory Tower? I'm going to look up your combo. Beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life, or X is the number of cards in your hand minus 4. Oh. Oh. Oh, draw a card and discard a card. No. I don't get it. Favorite black discard piles and also combos with my Ivory. I don't understand. Whenever you discard a card, exile. I guess the idea is you're putting it in a deck with no cards. Beginning of your upkeep, you gain X life, or X is the number of cards in your hand. No, you gain life. You want to draw cards. I don't get this combo. But you know what? I'm happy for you. That works in response to the trigger of Ivory Tower. Exile a card from your graveyard. Oh, I see. You put all the cards back. That's the whole point. The 4 activated ability, sacrifice and return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding back to your hand. Okay, so you have a massive number of cards with Ivory Tower, and then you're going to gain all the life. You know, the problem is I was looking at the first 2 abilities. I wasn't looking at the last one. That's on me. Reading the hold card twice explains the card. Just like how I'm going to explain FusionGamingOnline.com to all of you, as I do every single day. My favorite place to go get my Magic the Gathering cards, whether it has to be Namer, is right. Namer the Submariner. What else do I need? What do I need for that? There's a Fusion Gaming Open coming up on September 12th to 13th, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. There'll be a Modern Open, Standard Open, and Commander all weekend long. Definitely going to be playing some Modern. And I need my Namers from Marvel Superheroes. And if you need to get any cards, use coupon code Nikachu at checkout for 5% off all your purchases. And of course, it supports the channel. You might even be inspired by the random cards that we see today. Be inspired at Nikachu MTG Live. Next. Winners like, so we just talk about random cards today? We do talk about, this is like show and tell today. Mr. Stiff Pickles, my hot take, Suspend as a highly underrated card in Modern and Commander. I make room for it in all my spell slinging and mid-range decks that run blue. Blue instant, exile target creature and put 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. It's an interesting card where it's like, it's removal if you can kill the opponent pretty quickly, but also it can be protection against removal spells. So if someone tries to kill your creature, you can suspend it in response, and it just comes back in a delayed way. But it's not gone for forever, all right? You didn't waste all that mana. What would you rather? The thing was gone for forever or just 2 more turns? I think you would just prefer 2 more turns. Phil Goad with another super chat. Thanks so much for your super chat. Dark Ritual. Really? Obviously broken, but the more just funny that the first time it was out of Standard was 2000. They kept reprinting it on this until Invasion. Yeah, I actually remember that. So where is it? This was the last printing of Dark Ritual before it got booted from Standard. That was the last thing people saw. At the time that I was playing, Dark Ritual wasn't that big of a deal. No, wait a minute. I played when I started playing when Urza Saga the cycled out. It rotated out. So yeah, there was no more Dark Ritual. Or sorry, there was nothing broken to Dark Ritual with, in my opinion. Dark Ritual is meanest in Graveborn and Pox decks? Absolutely. Which didn't exist in Standard at the time. Leslian with Suvril, Patient, Antiquarian? What is that? It's a 2-mana 2/3 Orc Cleric. Vigilance, tap, put 2 time counters on target non-land card in exile that was put there from your graveyard this turn. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. Put 2 time counters on target non-land card in exile? So it's already in exile? Oh, I see. Yeah, you're just adding to things with Suspend. That's all. That's all you're doing. Making the Suspend even worse, even more suspendy. Marcio with I love playing Spreading Plague on Devoid decks. Very hard to stick on the table though. 5-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature comes into play, destroy all other creatures that share a color with it. They can't be regenerated. Well, I'll be damned. Don't play everything with the same color is the lesson over here. Elixir with Steel Enchantment. I heard that's a hot card now. I love the word enchantment. I think you also love stealing... you love the idea of stealing someone's Rhystic Study. Blue, enchant... yeah, enchantment. Is this the only enchantment? Gain control of enchanted enchantment. Now, this doesn't look like a real card. Oh... Nick Star always shuffling. Every single die. Oh, always shuffling. We have another Nick with Gitaxian Probe. Gitaxian Probe for Phyrexian. You can. It's a sorcery. Look at target player's hand. Draw a card. Also, one of the most banned cards in Magic. Look, it's super banned, except in Commander and Oathbreaker. It's a pretty banned card for a card that isn't an anti-card. T. Corellius, bind, catches people off guard and replaces itself. Thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, I don't know if I think we've barely seen this card on the show. 2-mana instant, counter target activated ability and draw a card. Well. That is some neat. You know what? That's a got him, I think, in Commander. Like the green player with 2 green up, and somebody is like gonna go for a combo line by activating their artifact. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm clear. They go to activate. Wait, not so fast. I got the magic card Bind. And it counters activated abilities. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't even see it coming. Miss Endover, Floral Spasm. We just saw that like yesterday. Or on Friday. And read the text on the card, not the org. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we talked about this one very briefly. Floral Spasm, 4-mana 2/2. If Floral Spasm attacks an opponent and is not blocked, then Floral Spasm itself may choose to destroy a target artifact under that opponent's control and deal no damage. But as that last time on the last show, I actually explained how you could do it. You just get all the players to put their hand on Floral Spasm and make it move like a Ouija board, because that's how the Ouija board works. And then you all unanimously ask them, all right, Floral Spasm, what do you choose? What do you want to destroy? And then it starts slowly moving to somebody's artifact. It's interesting. It's interesting how those Ouija boards work. According to Alder with Kudzu. Don't get buried. 3-mana enchant land. When enchant land becomes tapped, destroy it. The land's controller attaches Kudzu to another land of his or her choice. Raktus with the super chat. Thanks so much for your super chat. Soldier of Fortune. I can't remember. This is the shuffling guy? It is the shuffling guy. 1 red, 1/1 mercenary. For a red tap, target player shuffles his or her library. It's actually a good card, though. When people play with tutors or manipulate the top of their deck, it's just completely crushed by the Soldier of Fortune. Which may making things very lucky for us, but unlucky for you. Surefire Selves. Flash Foliage. On the topic of green gotchas, a card that gets around unblockable. This is a 3-mana instant. Put a 1/1 green sapling token into play, blocking target creature attacking you. Oh, so this is like after the blocker step. They like pump up a creature. Not so fast. Okay, now we got Flash Foliage. Just came out of nowhere. You also get to draw a card. Rugal with... Is the game unbalanced? Do you feel frustrated when a player gains an advantage too quickly? No problem. Worldfire. I've never heard of it before. Is the solution to these issues? Let's practice communism. Very close. Not perfect, though, because the deck sizes are still the same. The deck sizes are unchanged. Worldfire is a 9-mana sorcery. Exile all permanents. Exile all cards from their hands and graveyards. Each player's life total becomes 1. You might have even exiled some cards that can come back from exile. So the people who can take stuff back from exile, it's all gravy for them. Next we've got Felicia, Champions of Archery. Champions of Archery is a 4-mana 1/4 very illegal card. This is a Heroes of the Realm card. Okay, 3-mana Sorcery Adventure. You may put a legendary creature card from your hand into the command zone. It's also your commander. Oh, you can recruit commanders with this card. Champions of Archery. Reach. Commanders you control get +X/+0, where X is the number of commanders you control. How many times do you expect to play this card? That's like almost impossible. How many of these cards did they print? Who got them? Very interesting. Everything is very interesting about this sort of existence of this stuff. Zors! Thanks so much for your super chat, Zors. What do you got? Simic Sky Swallower. Young me thought it was broken. Didn't we all? Oh, the glory of being young again. Simic Sky Swallower. Look at that. 7 mana, 6/6 flying trampler. It's got Shroud. Hey, you know what? It's not bad in cube, okay? It's not that bad. If you set up a cube and depending on the power level, this thing still might be a complete boss. El Winner with Woolly, was it Woolly Thoctor? Woolly Thoctar. Love the push stats. Sadly, still useless. Oh, the 3 mana 5/4. Yeah, it's worthless now. We got so many cards that are like 3 mana 5/4 with a bunch of words on them. This one just has a bunch of flavor text, not even close to the same, not close to the same power level. Next we got Kadric with Prototype X8. Prototype X8, my favorite arena card. All right, what's your favorite arena card about? This is 10 mana for an 8/8 robot octopus. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another creature you control enters, if you cast it, sacrifice it. If you do, conjure a duplicate of on the battlefield. Why are we doing this? The duplicate perpetually becomes a robot artifact in addition to its other types. So it's like, okay, whatever we get in play is going to become robot. Everything will become robot in the end. And also, in theory, this is like a 2 mana 8/8. Because it can cost 2 less for each creature card in your graveyard. Steve Cooper with Mura. Trash Tactician. I wish the alternative art wasn't $200. I want to collect all the raccoon. Oh, this is a raccoon card. Where's the expensive one? Oh my god, this thing's amazing. Oh, $200 in US dollars. I mean, sorry, in Canadian dollars, I think you mean. It's like 125 in American. 3 mana 2/4 Raccoon Warrior. At the beginning of your first main phase, add red or green for each raccoon you control. Get them changelings out, baby. Whenever you expend 4, you gain 3 life. Whenever you expend 8, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Still good value. Yeah, the art is amazing. Careful, he might be rabid. He might be rabid. I want to go back. I think I saw someone relatively new try to get in a card. The new people, I mean, you gotta fight. You gotta constantly spam cards until you get chosen. I will get to everybody. Goblin Polka Band. The show runs for an hour. Oh, I want Polka. Goblin Polka. So this is an unset probably. Oh no, it's an astral card? Is this from the video game Chandelar? Red for a 1/1 summon goblin. For 2 mana, tap. Pay red for each target. Tap any number of random target creatures. Goblins tapped in this way do not untap during their controller's next untap phases. Wow, they made arena cards before they made arena cards. This is literally an alchemy card in original design. Cogdana Gamma, a new deck idea that I thought a new deck idea I had that could be fun in my opinion is with Johan as the commander, and is essentially a Naya Exert card. Okay, we have a 6 mana 5/4 Darth Maul. It's a human wizard. As long as Johan does not attack and is untapped, attacking does not cause creatures you control to tap. Excellent. Yeah, any number of random. Oh, yeah, this last card. What a weird card. The Goblin Polka Band. See, we can't see those cards unless a show like this existed. Okay, David Sampson with Bitter Ordeal. This is a 3 mana sorcery. Search target player's library for a card and remove that card from the game. Then that player shuffles their library, and you also have Gravestorm, which when you play the spell, copy it for each permanent put into a graveyard this turn. You may choose new targets for the copy. It's an excellent way to wipe out everything in your opponent's deck. Next, we got Elixir with Dance with Calamity. Did we do this one? No. Dance with Calamity. It's a lot of mana. It's It's an 8-mana sorcery, and we'll talk all about it after we talk about our sponsor, Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards on Magic Online. My favorite place to, well, basically practice Magic, because if you play any of the paper formats and you want some way to like play Modern, play Legacy and Vintage and practice online, maybe even play formats you couldn't afford in paper, but you want to play online, you can do that on Magic Online and play. You can play all formats, all decks when you rent with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using coupon code Nikachu_AOY for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. Okay, now we're back to Elixir's Dance with Calamity. 8-mana sorcery. Shuffle your library as many times as you choose. Oh, sorry. There was a period there. Shuffle your library. Period. As many times as you choose, you may exile the top card of your library. If the total mana value of the cards exiled this way is 13 or less, you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. Like when I was first reading, on that first read, you may shuffle your library any number of times. No. You're supposed to shuffle your library until it's random. You're not allowed to shuffle it once. Next, so many people. We got the champ. The champ is here. Thang Garth's Glare. Oh, sorry, it's Tangarth's Glare. It almost looks like they misspelled their own word on their Magic card. Red sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of target opponent's library, then put them back in any order. That player looks at the top 3 cards of your library, then puts them back in any order. What kind of weird? Okay, if you let me look at yours, you can look at mine. Sort of deal is this? But they are staring down each other. Next, T. Corellius, Rebuff the Wicked. Another awesome left field card. Rebuff the Wicked is a white instant. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. You know what? That sounds very impressive, but there's like a lot of cards that do the same thing. Oh no, maybe not. This is any permanent, so it protects all permanents. Okay. Rebuff the Wicked is actually pretty cool. I was thinking like there's like a lot of creature protection. It's not so necessary to have this card for 1 white, but no, actually this there might be a lot of creature protection, but not protection for everything. What is today's theme? It is exactly what it is. You can suggest any card. It is interesting actually. Today's show is brainlessly obvious, but it's so obvious people have to keep asking what the theme is today. Like it can't be that simple. Fan factor with instant noodles. We're instant. No, not nodes. Noodles. Instant nodes? I thought there were. Oh, sorry, I don't know how to spell noodles. There we. No. Okay, I'm gonna look up bagel. I can't find instant noodles. Bagel and Scammer is a wizard battle to the death. Better eat. Okay, 1 mana food. Look at that cream cheese over there. Oh, bagel and schmear. It's a food artifact. Now you can sack it like a food, but it also has share for a white tap. Sacrifice this artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. What a flavor fail. If it's share, it should be. I should be able to give you the life. Give target give target like an opponent life. Although then they should have just said in the first place it should be sacrifice it and any player gets the 3 life. Oh, it was called instant ramen. Well, it's been done already. It's done. The big squig booby trap. The food draws you a card for some reason. Oh, does it? Did I miss that? Oh, you're right. Sack this artifact. You gain 3 life and draw a card. It noshes you. You got noshed. Okay, Booby Trap. This is a 6-mana artifact. As Booby Trap comes into play, name a card other than a basic land card, and choose an opponent. The chosen player reveals each card he or she draws. Sucks for them. When the chosen player draws the named card, sacrifice Booby Trap, and if you do, Booby Trap deals 10 damage to that player. You know what? You know what this combo's with? Tangrass Glare. I know exactly what's on top of your deck. I know what to name. It's a trap. It's gonna be a big trap. We've got Mr. Stiff Pickles. My next commander is going to be Karth the Lion. Everyone tries to make. I feel like this card is a trap. It's a 4-mana 3/5 human warrior. Whenever Karth the Lion enters the battlefield or a planeswalker you control dies, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal a planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Planeswalker loyalty abilities you activate cost an additional +1 to activate. Just a very awkward card. Probably a very fun card to play. Very awkward card to build around. Next. Where's Christopher B? Did Christopher B get his card? Oh no, he did. Got the what's it called? The raccoon. Just my own clips. Invasion of Tolvado. Is it Tolvada? Oh, sorry. It's Tolvada. Invasion of this is a double-sided card. Invasion of Tolvada, 5 mana, 5 defense, siege. When it enters the battlefield, return target non-battle permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. A non-battle permanent card? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So it's basically just a reanimator card. Now on the backside, it's an enchantment. Creature tokens you control get +1/+0 and have lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. Cool. Mercenary wants another anti-card. Contract from Below. Arguably the most broken of broken Magic cards. Because your opponent already agreed to anti before the game started. So remove this card from your deck before playing if you're not playing for anti. Discard your hand. Anti the top card of your library. Then draw 7 cards. It's a 1-mana, one-sided Wheel of Fortune. This is literally Professor Oak from, with the most busted draw card of all time. Who has no card? Yeah, it's still looking out for all of you. Fabrian with, Fabrian with Videlkin Plotter. The Plotter is a 3-mana 1/1. Sorry, the Plotter is a 3-mana 1/1. When Videlkin Plotter enters the battlefield, exchange control of target land you control and target land an opponent controls. Oh! That is actually neat. It's almost like Stone Rain on a creature. I mean, you're not really destroying the land, but you're going to steal a good land. Like stealing, for example, someone's Gaia's Cradle. That is awesome. This has got to be like a super underrated card. Did anyone even know this thing exists? They reprinted like Commander 2011 a million years ago and like never came around to reprint it again. Or maybe they thought like it was just too unfun to play with this card. Anyway, I think this is very underrated. Yeah, it's not even until you just exchange lands. Target land and exchange control of target land you control, and you choose the targets. Here's this basic crap, and I will take your land. You might even, under the right circumstances, give them a fetch land that can fetch for nothing because it's not in their colors. There is that world too. That could happen. Sasha's dog. We got Roga, Carekeep Overlord. The Carekeep Overlord. Bring my first EDH deck around him right now as a modern player. Oh, what? You always wanted to play this guy in Modern, but then it didn't quite work out. But there is a place where all cards work out, and that's in EDH. This Roga says all other kobolds you control get +2/+2. Whenever you cast a kobold spell, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Whenever you cast a dragon spell, however, create a 0/1 red kobold creature token named Kobolds of Carekeep. What are you going to do with all these kobolds? Oh, but the kobolds are 2/2s. So it just basically says play a dragon, get a 2/3. Good luck with that. Have fun, my friend. We have Brandon with Alexi, Zephyr Mage. What does PCY mean? Okay, we have 5 mana, 3/3 Spell Shaper Legend, and for a blue X, tap, discard 2 cards from your hand, return X target creatures to their owner's hand. That is really expensive. So I'm spending X, plus I'm discarding 2 cards, return X target creatures. Was it not enough that I bounced them all? I guess it's a repeatable effect. That makes it broken. We have Voltland with Haunted Screen. One of my favorite card flavor-wise, it taps for black-white for free because it's black and white TV, and you can pay to get red, green, blue colors. Oh, I didn't know that! I didn't realize. That's incredible. Yeah, black and white because, you know, the TV is black and white. But if you pay extra, you can get color on that TV. For 7 mana, put 7. Well, technically, it shouldn't be like yellow, blue, red. Those are the main colors of the color. Like, that's the color wheel, right? Anyway, 7 mana, put 7+1/+1 counters on Haunted Screen. It becomes a 0/0 spirit creature in addition to its other types. Activate only once. Nickstar, Peregrine Took. Fool of a Took. Anyway, it's 3 mana for a 2/3 halfling citizen. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional token, an additional food token are created instead. Sacrifice 3 foods, draw a card. This card is a little bit of a combo card. Saw some good play in Pioneer and Modern. Who has no card yet? Still looking for all of you. Hinaria, the Possibility Storm. The possibilities are endless. Five mana enchantment for the Chaos Hug decks. Possibility Storm. Whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it, then exiles cards on the top of their library until he or she exiles a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then he or she puts all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of the library in a random order. Exchange 1 card for another. 0 mana artifacts can turn into potentially other 0 mana artifacts. Red, green, blue are the primary colors. No. No, it's red. It's blue. It's yellow, red, blue. Those are the primary colors. You mix yellow and blue to get green. Or I don't know. What does RGB stand for? What does RGB stand for in TVs? Advanced display that uses thousands of miniature red, green, and blue LEDs in its backlight instead of the standard white and blue LEDs, creating a pure colors directly at the source. Oh, they use green. Okay, as an artist, I understood the primary colors as yellow, because yellow is one of the primary colors. That's how you get green, but not in television world. In television world, green apparently is one of the primary colors. Weirdly enough. Then how do they make yellow? How do they make yellow? Okay, Steve is correct. I will not disqualify Steve for that. A screen uses RBG. Print uses... Okay, you've lost me. This is not my world. Red, blue, green is used for electronic colors, not yellow. I stand corrected. Okay, who has no card yet? We got Z Archer with Consuming Aberration. Consuming. What is this called? Aberration. I'm gonna look up Consuming. Why can't I find this card? I know you're talking. Oh, this is it. Why didn't it look? Okay, I don't understand. But we found it. We're here. We have a 5-mana Star Horde. This creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyard. So if you're a mill deck and you've run out of gas, well, Consuming Aberration will replace that gas. Whenever you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card and put those cards into their graveyard. So actually, this can exacerbate the milling. Every new player's favorite card, everyone that like stumbles upon the idea of milling. I know I'm going to be a mill player. I'm going to wipe out my opponent's deck. That sounds like such a good idea. Oh, Prince of Winter is throwing shade at RGB. CYBM is superior to RGB. Benny's is like, this card made me want to run 70 card decks. Well, the way I actually deal with mill decks is I just add more cards from my sideboard. You're allowed to do that now. There was a rule change that said you can, before it had to be 1-for-1, but now you can take your entire 15 card sideboard and just shove it in your deck if you want to. I usually move my deck up to about 65 cards, 64, 65 cards post board. Just get that little bit of an edge versus those mill decks, those sneaky mill decks. Prince of Winners. You didn't get a card yet? Nekusar. Oh my god. Of all the cards you could name, you want Nekusar. Is this your evolution, Nikachu? Nikachu to Nekusar? What do I turn into? I turn into a zombie wizard. Yes, when I die, that's probably what I look like. Put the crown on me and everything. That is probably, if you want to call that an evolution. I evolved to death. Legendary creature zombie wizard. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Nekusar the Mind Razor deals 1 damage to that player. Reminds me of Niv Mizzet, really. Brendan Hall says, the way I deal with mill decks is the same way I deal with theft decks. I slash their tires in the parking lot. Oh my god. When I played Stasis, my deck was 61 cards. Oh, is that to make sure that you could win just in case, like, just in case you lock the game? That makes sense, actually. I never paid attention. Maybe all Stasis decks are like that. Your win condition is not winning at all. Hexenort with Ekthi. Contaminator Priest. Who is this? Elish Norn? I don't get it. It's a 4-mana 3/3. It's not out yet. Other Phyrexians you control get +1/+1. Each equipment you control has living weapon. That is so cool. Everything should have living weapon. We should just errata every single equipment to have living weapon, and they will instantly all be playable now. Instead of all weapons being completely unplayable. Mudasir wants the One Ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. And this one came to me. 4-mana artifact, indestructible. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, gain protection from everything until end of turn. Thank God they had that clause on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring, and tap, put a burden counter on the One Ring, then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. Only banned in Modern, interestingly. You would think at this point they would have been banned in more formats, but no, just Modern. So sick of it in Modern. I wish the ring had never come to me. I almost feel like reading the books. I tried to read the books in high school. Too long. I wasn't much of a reader back then. Now that I've been forced to read chat for like the last 6 years, I'm a bit better at reading. My literacy, thanks to all of you, has gone sky high. If anyone, instead of going to school, everyone should just become a YouTube streamer or Twitch streamer. You could just watch a movie. No, it's different. The movie misses all sorts of details and all sorts of stuff. Hexnor says, fun fact, the ring was nerfed. That you need to pay 1 mana to activate the ability. It does absolutely nothing. The ring was nerfed. Oh, I can't remember what the original design was. Oh, in Arena it's very different. Yeah, the Arena version is like, it's indestructible. ETB, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each bird encounter on the 1 ring. And for 1 tap, put a bird encounter on the 1 ring, then draw a card for each bird encounter on the 1 ring. I mean, it makes a huge difference because now it's no longer 4 mana, indestructible, draw a card. Now it's like at 4 mana, you tap out, you don't draw a card. So on your next turn, you just draw 1 card instead of drawing 3 by your next turn. It's super clunky. You know, they made a movie of it. I know, I've seen the movie. I have the whole movie thing. I own the movies. Is there anyone else with no card yet? Leon. Asmarano. Asmarano Mardigadasana Kuldakar, but you must type it, no copy and paste. Really? Huh? No, well, I am allowed to cheat on Scryfall. I just look up the first 5 letters, and Scryfall does the rest for me. So I still cheated anyway. A 3/3 for no mana. Not 0 mana, no mana. No mana cost around here. As long as you've discarded a card this turn, you may pay a red or a black to cast the spell. When Asmarano Mardikadasno Kuldakar enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Sacrifice 2 foods. Target creature deals 6 damage to itself. This is like just the most... this is like the ugliest thing to face down when you are a creature deck. Just wipes out all the creatures. Say the full name or else it doesn't count. Well, I said the full name. I practiced enough during spoiler season. I wanted to be that one YouTuber that could always pronounce the full name in 1 day. I figured it out. And now it's like, I don't know, lodged to memory for forever. They couldn't fit a mana cost on that title. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was like the longest name of all time. And this is an old character. I think this character is from like either from Alpha and Beta or close to Alpha and Beta. MTG Remy did a song, and now I can never forget it. Who has no retrospective channel? Nico Bolas Planeswalker. Nico Bolas Planeswalker. Oh, the first Planeswalker of Nico Bolas. 8 mana, 5 loyalty. +3, destroy target non-creature permanent. What? I thought you could, like, blow up anything. Can't even blow up a creature? Oh, he wants to gain control of the creature. -2, gain control of target creature. And then -9, Nico Bolas deals 7 damage to target player. That player discards 7 cards and sacrifices 7 permanents. I don't think the original Nico Bolas made them sacrifice 7 permanents, though. Nico Bolas has Planeswalk. Trying to be funny, Leslian? You're a funny guy, huh? Trying to be funny. Mercenary says Nico Bolas was the first character of the old to bring back as a Planeswalker. I don't feel like they brought back a whole lot of those old characters. What if you don't have 7 cards and 7 permanents? You sack it all. Not my fault you don't have 7. You do your best. You do your best, damn it. Look, I don't care you don't have 7 permanents. You do your best. You sacrifice 5 if you have to. Nico Bolas can destroy lands. Nico Bolas is like a Death Star. Okay, are we done with all the no card yet, people? Or I don't know if Odorok got a card. Herald of Leshrac. That's a fun card. Steal the lands. 7 mana, 2/4 flyer. Commutative upkeep. Gain control of a land you don't control. Herald of Leshrac gets +1/+1 for each land you control but don't own. When Herald of Leshrac leaves play, each player gains control of each land he or she when it leaves play, each player gains control of each land he or she owns that you control. Don't look for the robot chicken version of the One Ring Golem and Frodo scene. Never seen it. I'll take your word for it. You can sack the land. Ah, that's right. You can sack the lands. And these days, easier than ever. So what is it? Herald of Leshrac plus one of those orbs. I don't remember the orb. There's so many orbs in this game. I look up orb. There's a billion words with the word orb in it. That orb, sack land, gain 2 life. Maybe it's not an orb. Maybe it's something else. Zuron. No, it is an orb. Zuron orb. I knew it was an orb. Fabian, the wise Mothman. I knew it. The wise Mothman. It's in search of their lamp. 4 mana for a 3/3 insect mutant with flying. Whenever the wise Mothman enters or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. How rad that is. Whenever one or more non-land cards are milled, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way. Another mill card. We got Jedi Karn. You want Demilich? Are you a fan of Aspiring Spike? Tried to make this card. He did a good job trying to make this card work. It's a quadruple blue 4/3 skeleton wizard. The spell costs blue less to cast for each instant and sorcery spell you've cast this turn. Unfortunately, only this turn. Whenever Demilich attacks, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Copy. You can cast the copy. And you can cast Demilich from the graveyard by exiling 4 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard in addition to paying its other costs. The only downside of this card, no evasion. Nothing. Nada. Squadoosh. Bring back rad counters. Why would you want to do that? Brandon Hall, Maget. It's a Magetta the Lion. Magetta the Lion is a 5 mana 3/3 Spell Shaper legend. 4 mana tap. Discard 2 cards from your hand. Destroy all creatures except for Magetta the Lion. I think it's or is it Magetta the Lion? Those creatures can't be regenerated. This feels like an infinite, maybe not an infinite money glitch, but like it feels like a lock between this and like maybe you gotta give it protection somehow. Put a Howling Mine in play, so you're drawing 2 cards a turn and nothing's allowed to be on the battlefield ever, ever, ever. It's almost like a law. If this card is somehow legal, it will be always suggested. Invoke Prejudice. One of the actually, what's interesting, this is one of the other few quadruple blue cards in the game. We just looked at Demilich, which is the new quadruple blue card in the game, but originally it was Invoke Prejudice. Whenever an opponent casts a creature spell that doesn't share a color with a creature you control, counter that spell unless that player pays X, where X is its mana value. Originally it was a super powerful card. I actually didn't know how powerful this card was until it got banned. And it was only after it was banned I found out that it was it's a really strong stacks card. It's pretty unbelievable, actually. The art for this card is not good. You don't say. It's a pretty bad counterspell. No, it's a pretty good. It's a very good stacks card. So like, whenever an opponent casts a creature spell that doesn't share a color with a creature you control. What if I don't have any creatures? Yeah, it's an enchantment. It's an enchantment. The most racist card is in blue. Coincidence. Throwing shade at us blue players, huh? Retrospective channel. What if you play devoid cards? Yeah, I know. Or what if I just don't have any creatures in play? That's a really good question. Miss Endo. I think we're at no 2 cards yet now. Miss Endover with 1,000 Moons Smithy from whenever I think of Smithy, I think of the boss in what's it called? Mario RPG. 1,000 Moons Smithy is a 4 mana legendary artifact. When 1,000 Moons Smithy enters the battlefield, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you can tap 5 untap artifacts and or creatures to transform this thing into Barracks of the 1,000. Tap for a white whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by Barracks of the 1,000. Create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control. This is such a custom Magic the Gathering card. It's just a big wall of text on both sides. Barely know what the hell I just read. On the backside, it's like if you tap this for mana and you cast an artifact or creature, you get a creature with it. Something like that. Okay, next you got Gareth Whimsy from the Chandelar set. Thanks for your super chat. How many Chandelar cards are available on Scryfall? Whimsy, double blue and an X. Put X random fast effects. Oh, sorry, play X random fast effects. What the hell does that mean? You mean instant? Now it's reading like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Random effect. Destroy target artifact chosen at random. That artifact's controller gains life equal to its converted mana cost. Oh, so get this. I can actually choose a random effect. So they have random effect at the bottom. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, create a 5/5 colorless Djinn artifact creature with flying. If you lose the flip, Whimsy deals 5 damage to you. That sounds terrible. It's another random effect. For each player, flip a coin. If the flip ends up heads, choose a creature card at random from that player's library and create a token that's a copy of that creature's card under that player's control. The hell? The AI must have been trained on Chandelar. It would explain a lot. Whimsy deals 4 damage to any target chosen at random. So like every effect happens randomly. So I guess the effects that we get are random, and then like how it's distributed is also random. Bell, guess what? You're gonna get a super chat from Raktus. Raktus over super chatted. What is this? Femeref? Femeref. Sorry, Femeref Enchantress. Okay, thanks, Raktus, for that. For over super chatting. Femeref Enchantress is a 2-mana 1/2 summon Enchantress. Whenever an enchantment is put into any graveyard from play, draw a card. Cool, not bad. Interesting value. Not bad value. Mercenary says the Astral cards were the first digital-only cards that never got physical runs, other than the few that got one in a mystery booster. Yeah, that's a mystery boost. Wait, they could bring it back to reality. We have alchemy now. We could bring back Chandelar. Chandelar should be a playable thing within the MTG Arena client. Wizards, make it happen. Probably takes up no space on the Arena client, too. And hours of fun. They should update Chandelar with Arena graphics. Simple. Next, we've got... When Chandelar sequel. The Wizards should do that. Wizards is stupid. There's some very clear things that they could do for everybody, but they just don't. Next up, we've got Hexanort with Biode Inverse Sun. Biode Inverse Sun is a 4-mana, 4 loyalty legendary universe walker. It's like Galactus or something. It's the universe incarnate. For 4 loyalty plus 2, mill 3 cards, then return any number of cards from different universes milled this way from your graveyard to your hand. What does it mean, different universes? Like from different card games? Put them Pokemon cards into your hand? -X. Choose a universe you haven't chosen this way this game. You may cast a spell from that universe with paying mana value X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Biode Inverse Sun can be your commander. Your deck can include Universes Beyond cards. Oh! Your deck can include Universes Beyond cards of any color identity. I get it. The original Rule Breaker. This is the original Rule Breaker card. Yeah, Universes Beyond. This was Rule Breaker before Rule Breaker. Wait, so it doesn't count as a planeswalker or a creature? Then what type of permanent is it? It's a universe walker. Yeah, it's true. I don't know what permanent this thing is. Oh, but it can be your commander. It's a universe walker. It's a walker of some sort. Garrett says Chandelar was bad from a money-making perspective, as you could play with all the cards in the game without continuously paying more for cards. But it's a gateway to actually play. Look, you can play for free on Arena. You can play for free on Chandelar. And when you're done with the game and you want to play against real opponents instead of those stupid bots, you go start playing for real money. We have a Phil Goat over super chatted. We'll give that super chat to Paul Rog, the crystalline entity. This is an 8-mana 7/7 elemental flying. When this creature enters, if you cast it, destroy all non-artifact creatures. So what, is all dust before there was all dust? It's like all dust. Whereas all dust blew up everything except the Eldrazi because they were colorless. Crystalline Entity is the same damn thing. It's going to blow up everything except the artifacts, destroy all non-artifact creatures. Oh, this isn't even out yet. It's going to be a 99. So far, it's pre-ordering for $99. It's a lot of money for a new All Is Dust, if you ask me. Next, do we have anyone else with no card yet? It's good that everyone got a card. Everyone got to be a part of the show. It's more fun that way. Oh, Rest in Serpentine. Muscle Sliver. You like Muscle Sliver? Okay, it's Pauper playable. 2-mana 1/1. All Sliver creatures get +1/+1. Also pre-modern playable a little bit. I play a little bit of I try to play slivers in pre-modern. It's a little awkward. That mana is really bad. That's the only problem. If we had access to a dual lands, it'd be a different thing, but we don't. We got Marcio. Many don't know, but Counter-Strike Legend Fallen, aka the Professor, is named after the card Fallen Angel. Really? This is an old card? It's not that old. This is a 5-mana 3/3 angel flying. Sacrifice a creature. Fallen Angel gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Where's its first printing? Oh, it is old. It's from Legends. It's a very, very old card. Okay, I could only see up to like 7th edition. It's old. Interesting. I can't believe they reprinted it for so long. Little Deadfly with Sanguine Guard. Sanguine Guard of 3-mana 2/2 first striker, and for 2 mana regenerates your Sanguine Guard. T. Corellius is not done yet. Summoning Trap. Summoning Trap. Love hitting Emrakul back then. Oh, because you can cast the card. Summoning Trap, a 6-mana instant. It's a trap. If a creature spell you cast this turn was countered by a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may pay 0 rather than pay Summoning Trap's mana cost. Look the top 7 cards of your library, and you can put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That'll learn them counterspell players. That'll learn them. Learn them big time. Zath with Goblin Bomb. Goblins are pretty good engineers. I'm surprised they throw their bodies away. Goblin Bomb is a 2-mana enchantment. During your upkeep, you may choose to flip a coin. Target opponent calls heads or tails while the coin is in the air. If the flip ends up in your favor, put a fuse counter on Goblin Bomb. Otherwise, remove a fuse counter from Goblin Bomb. Remove 5 fuse counters from Goblin Bomb. Sacrifice Goblin Bomb. Goblin Bomb deals 20 damage to target player. They'll never see it coming. Never see it coming whatsoever. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for showing up. You know, it was a pretty successful show. I didn't know how the hell this was gonna. I didn't know how this was gonna turn out. It turns out show and tell is pretty good. And we saw a lot of unique cards we would never see on another show, especially those Chandelar cards. Maybe we should do Chandelar cards, and it would just be like 12 cards that they have on Scryfall. As usual, if you want to be part of the show, you got to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, or Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the night crew. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people can be part of the show. And I thank you so much, everyone, for showing up today. People like Benny, Paul Rog, we got Mr. Noob, Rest in Serpentine, Mercenary, Benny's again. What else do we have? We have millions of. We have Little Deadfly, the Big Squig, PDX. Steve Cooper, Lorezio, Marcio, Gareth, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing. them coffees. We're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next